Hey Virgo, how are you guys? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. Let's do a reading for the second half of April. As you guys know, these are general reads. Please keep that in mind that some messages may or may not resonate. Just take the ones that do, leave the rest behind, or maybe check your other signs in your birth chart. Let's see what we get here, April 15th to the 30th. I do offer personal readings, so if you are interested in one, please contact me below in the description box. All right, one more shuffle for Virgo. Let's see what's going on, what energy needs to come through today. Messages for Virgo, please. Let's see, Virgo. I hope everyone's doing well. Sun card, Virgo, amazing. A lot of happiness. This is a very new start on things, a fresh start with a good outlook on life, a happy outcome, a happy start to something. There's a lot of Leo energy in the Sun card. Knight of Cups, okay? So some of you could be very happy that somebody has come toward you. Maybe it's a returning friendship, a returning family member, maybe a love, somebody coming toward you. I feel like there's just connecting with a person here that is something that's emotionally just so much joy-filled happiness, okay? Eight of Cups. Now that was in reverse. Let me just see here. One more, please. Eight of Cups. Three of Swords. Okay. I do feel here, Virgo, there is a return from somebody in your past that you once thought was maybe you walked away from or they walked away from you. This was definitely something that, or someone that you truly missed. There was a lot of, heartache or pain in this scenario with the Three of Swords. But I also feel like there is something here that either you or this person, they had to go and do something in life. They were on a different path. They had to follow something that was personal to them. So I feel like this wasn't necessarily personal to you at the time when you felt like you lost this person. Although you may have taken it very personally and it was upsetting, I feel like there was something else that this person needed to pursue. With that Eight of Cups, it's like, it's difficult for somebody to leave someone behind, or difficult for somebody to move on knowing that they still have others or invested, feelings and interest in the past. But I feel like there was something here where there is some kind of return. There's a return of connection from somebody in your life here, Virgo. It's very, very good though. The other thing as well here is that with this Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, there are some things that maybe you had to leave behind, okay, in order to be ultimately happier in your life. It's like you had to follow your own path elsewhere. And it's like, I had a strong connection, whether that be with a person or a situation, but I have to walk away from something, or I have to leave something behind because it's not allowing you to grow. So it's not always easy. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it's very uncomfortable. But I feel like it's for your own well-being. It's for the happiness. It's a better outcome for you. Sometimes we have to leave things behind that just no longer resonate or serve us, okay? So there's a bit of, that crisscrossing of this energy of leaving things behind. And also, I do feel like somebody could be returning from the past. The Moon card, okay? This is that emotion, that feeling, like not understanding why a situation may have taken place. Trying to understand your feeling. You've got the Moon and the Sun card. So I feel like it was a bit of a tricky balance of understanding what it is that's truly going to make you happy, and also facing the unknown. So sometimes, especially with that Eight of Cups and the Moon card, this is the mystery or the unknown, the things that don't seem, there could be a bit of an illusion there, but it's like sometimes we have to face the unknown, or not knowing the outcome of a situation by leaving somebody or moving past something that we have to leave behind. So I feel like it could have been a little bit upsetting, scary. Emotions were a little bit heightened here. But once again, it's like you had to face that. You had to feel and go through that process in order to recognize and realize your true happiness, okay? The sun is also shedding light on the situation. So in time, you realized sometimes when we're caught up in a situation, let's say with a person, and we don't realize until we leave that situation just how much our life improves. We could be so used to or a habitual friendship that we just don't understand why our life isn't going well or why we have, unhappy feelings or our emotions aren't settled. And as soon as we leave that behind us, we realize maybe there was no more alignment or connection to this, okay? So I feel like it wasn't easy at first, but you realized that what an improvement and how much more happiness you have found in your life by moving on. I also feel like for some of you, like the sense of solitude, okay? So sometimes we have to leave and move on by ourselves and be a bit in our own alone energy, our own solitude, because we're surrounded by maybe too many people or surrounded by the wrong people, but yet we feel like we were supposed to be social. And I feel here that you had to follow your own path, your own emotions, okay? And this is where you realize, maybe for some of you, the solitude, I just see this 8 of Cups, okay? And I see this individual by himself looking at the horizon, okay? In the middle of things that are kind of like, letting go of things, dropping the leftovers or dropping the things in life that are still around him. He's still surrounded by these emotional cups, but yet willing to let them go or put them down and move forward. It's very like that Virgo card, the Hermit is very Virgo energy. So there could be a bit of this alone energy that is really, you're finding a lot of happiness in it. The Death card, there you go. There's a transformation here, guys. You're putting an end to things that no longer serve you, and it's a rebirth. It's a transformation. It's the things that you need to cultivate in your life to allow for new beginnings. You could have just been, it's like I'm getting the word rotting or susspooling or like that death energy of just not growing anymore. These friendships or situations are just dead. They're not alive in your life anymore. They're causing actually more heartbreak than anything. So I feel that you're going through a lot of emotional transformation with the Moon card. You're going through a lot of things here that are for the better because you're feeling differently. And it's a happiness feeling, guys. It's really, really good. Tell us more, please, about this for Virgo. What else is going on? Yep, 7 of Wands, okay. Standing in your power here, closing doors, not inviting. You're putting up the walls, you're closing doors on situations. It's that time to transform where you kept keeping opportunities open for other people that you just don't want this anymore, Virgo. I feel like there's the Emperor, okay? Stepping into your power, knowing what you want. I feel like you've grown a lot, okay? The transformation that's taking place is that you're really more, there's a bit more of a seriousness here as to where you need to be in your life. I don't mean that in a way that there's no more fun or, the enjoyment of life, but there's a seriousness about you wanting to mature, you wanting to grow, not sitting in situations that are not helpful for you anymore. So there's a strong desire here, and you're realizing how happy you are during these changes and transformations, even though in the beginning, getting uncomfortable is not always easy at first, but then we realize the benefit of it. I feel like what's interesting with this Emperor, okay, is that you actually, it's like by default, you become more attractive. You start drawing in new energies because you're in a good place. You're in this happy place. You've let go a lot of old friendships, things like that. And it's like you become empowered, you become confident, you become sort of strong by yourself. It's a very independent nature with that card as well. But I feel like you also start attracting new life, this birth, rebirth, the death card, okay? So with the death becomes new rebirth energy. And I feel like you attract more newness into your life, but it's on a different level, okay? Because you're rising up here, you're leveling up, Virgo, which is excellent. You're attracting happier people as well. You're attracting people who don't pull you down. Let's get one more card here and see. The Hierophant, beautiful. So much spiritual growth for you guys, okay? Beliefs are changing, things are changing for you. You're taking the initiative as well to grow on a spiritual level, okay? So this is very good. Your faith, your beliefs have changed. Along this path, sometimes they say, the spiritual path can be a lonely path. So some of you might enjoy, like I said, that alone energy. Doesn't mean it's lonely, it's just alone, it's solitude. But sometimes you might be in a place here where you're finding it difficult to relate to other people, or difficult to socialize anymore, or surround yourself with what was. You've got a lot of major arcanas, guys. Virgo, guys and girls. You've got a lot of major arcanas, which I feel like these are big shifts in happiness, emotions, your faith, your beliefs. There's a lot of energetic changes and benefits and transformation, okay? So sometimes the changes in our life that are so great for us don't mean, bigger cars and homes and things like this. It's changes on a metaphysical level, on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, on an intellectual level. You're growing and maturing and getting wealthy in other ways than the physical side of life. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are changing work. Some of you are changing fields. Some of you are doing a lot of studies, learning. I feel like with this Emperor, the Hierophant, some of you are getting more into in-depth studies or research or work or things that you show interest in. I feel like you're delving into things about learning and growing. So I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, it's either work or a form of study. You're investing in yourself, okay? You see all these pentacles. It's like you're investing in things in life that bring you a sense of reward, that bring you a sense of like, oh, I learned something today. You're investing in a course or investing in a workshop or going to whatever. Maybe it's just self-care things like meditations and workshops and things that better you. You're investing in yourself because you're putting the energy and work into you and your future, into your life here. Okay, it's kind of like you're definitely leveling up. And I feel like it's a lot of self-growth. Okay, let's get a wisdom of the Tao for you guys. Virgo, thank you so much for all your likes, shares, subscriptions. I appreciate your support. I just did Taurus and this card flew out. So some of you may be tied or might have Taurus. You have Taurus in your birth chart. Take a look at that reading. It's totally different than this, but the same card. I'm going to give you guys another card as well. This one is lead. When in a position of leadership, which is the Emperor, make logical and courageous decisions. You may experience sorrow or frustration and feel overwhelmed. Still, you must do what you must. Do what it takes. Even in the face of disapproval, results matter. And I feel like this is actually quite fitting because sometimes we have to be courageous to move on from the old or let people go or let situations go. And there's that sorrow and frustration and overwhelm, that Three of Swords energy of feeling that, but you're going through something and you're enduring the change, and there's a bit of up and down, there's emotions, okay? So it's uncomfortable, but that's how we grow. We don't grow when we're getting so comfortable. We have to get uncomfortable. Let's get one more for you guys. One more, another card for Virgo. Refuse to be used. Interesting. Pull away from your fears and refuse to be a victim. You will never be happy if you don't end the toxic arrangements that imprison you. Love yourself. You deserve better. And this is maybe something that I feel like you will never be happy. Well, yes, you will, Virgo, because you have the Sun card and you're refusing to be used. This Three of Swords, this energy of people taking from you and always coming at you. Maybe with that Seven of Wands, you're having to defend yourself or stand up for yourself and not be used by others. So this is great because I feel like you're refusing to be a victim, and that's the most important thing, is taking the courage and changing things in your life. Instead of being a victim of your circumstances, you're outgrowing them, okay? You're definitely outgrowing them on a spiritual and intellectual level with that Hierophant and Emperor. All right, Virgo, it's been a great time reading for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I wish you guys an awesome day. I'll see you soon. Take care.